Today we're discussing Arthur Conan Doyle's story, A Scandal in Bohemia. This is the first short story that Doyle published featuring Sherlock Holmes, but it isn't the first appearance of that character. In 1887, Doyle published the novel A Study in Scarlet, starring Holmes and his wingman, Dr. Watson. A second novel, The Sign of the Four, appeared in 1890. These were both well received and well worth reading. But when Doyle began publishing short stories about Holmes in The Strand in 1891, Holmes mania really took off. In fact, when Doyle temporarily killed off Holmes in 1894, some 20,000 people canceled their subscriptions to The Strand. Doyle has acknowledged the influence that Poe had on his writing, saying that Poe put, quote, the breath of life into the genre of detective fiction. There's a funny passage in A Study in Scarlet where Watson tries to compliment Holmes by comparing him to Dupin. Holmes dismisses him, saying that Dupin is a very inferior fellow. In any case, it's obvious that Doyle takes a lot from Poe, but it's also clear why Doyle was the more popular writer. His prose is crisp and conversational while still being rich with detail. His characterization of Holmes is legendary, even just the way he describes Holmes' appearance. The hawk nose and the deerstalker cap are emblematic of his characterization as a hunter of the truth. A Scandal in Bohemia is the first Holmes short story that appeared in The Strand. It's atypical in some ways, which will become clear when you read it. I don't want to get into too much detail about that. I chose it partly because it's an early short story and because it's short enough to read as a midweek assignment. But if you ever have the time, I recommend reading all the other stories, especially the novels, even if you've already seen the fantastic BBC series with Benedict Cumberbatch, or one of the other dozens of film and television adaptations that are out there. Reading these stories gives you a depth of understanding of the characters that will make you appreciate the adaptations even more.